What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Poly Universe. Glad to have you. It's going to be a fun day. I can virtually guarantee that. We're going to get some stuff done today now that we have a farm. Heels, yeah. It looks like they don't want to plant on some of those other little areas, but this is going to give us a big influx of food a little bit later. I think we're going to need a steel mine pretty soon, but I just can't get enough workers. Just waiting on workers right now. Waiting on them workers. And so we're going to hang out for a minute. I think we could do with a couple more houses, though, just to future-proof our society a bit. Give people some places to live. I'll probably go with a house right there, a house right there, and a house right there. Looks like a plan to me. And then a house right there, too. Why not? Make it crowded. We're going to make this dense urban development. Ain't nobody going to have a backyard. But, I mean, if you really want, there's a big old field over here that's owned by everybody. And you can go explore and have a good time over there as much as you want. Like, look, there's weird little mushroom blossoms. I don't know what those are. You probably shouldn't stand too close to them and inhale. But they're there. They exist. Well, we got lots of children, so we're going to have a workforce pretty soon. But it's going to take us some time to get there. We got to think about what we want to do for right now. And I think our next goal should probably be... Oh, I don't know. Observatory would be cool. Windmill we can't have till we have 100 population, so unfortunately that's not going to streamline us at all. We're kind of stuck with what we've got over here. With more houses, we should probably put in another coal generator. I don't think we have much of an option there. I think electricity is going to be an issue for us. We barely have enough right now just to make up for the fact that we have houses. With 2 of them, however, I think we should be able to make very plausible gains in the electrical department. And so we'll take this over here. Actually, do I even need to build a second one, though? I haven't even filled these out with the full amount of workers. And so I'm wondering if having more workers inside one of the building will increase the efficiency. That's probably something I should have thought about before I dedicated the resources to build this guy over here. Weak. Bad planning on Splatty's part. Bad planning indeed. Can I build over here? Good. I just wanted to make sure that we were totally clear on that side and our industrial buildings weren't going to get in the way when we inevitably decide to go over to this area and start doing other fun things with this island. We'll probably only populate this island and this island. The rest of the area we'll use, well, we've got little spaces. We've got like, I can't really do a ton with that island right there, but I can do stuff over there, so it'll be all right. I'm sure it'll be okay. We'll figure it out as we go along. And look at that. Our plants are growing. They're becoming more viable. We don't have any more workers, but we do have a lot more children, which is great. How many houses do I have right now? I've got 8, so we can have 40 population. I just wanted to make sure what the boundary was before I need to start building some other things. I don't know if we can do... So if we got industrial buildings over here, so they don't want us to produce weapons close to their buildings. They don't want us to do any of that. Launch pad... Can't be close to residential buildings either. So yeah, this is just gonna have to be like our dirty nasty. This is gonna have to be our Martinez, okay? This is gonna, where I live, there's this place called Martinez, and it sucks there because there's like 900 oil refineries there, and the second you cross the bridge into Martinez, the sky is like smoggy. Like there's like a giant rate of emphysema over there and problems. Like just don't go to Martinez, man. Don't live there. Don't go there. It's just like, it's a bad plan, bro. It's a bad plan. There are other places you can live that probably won't melt your lungs. See, now we're producing electricity. Now we're pod racing. I think that I got to take a look and see what the farm's going to produce. But worst comes to worst, push comes to shove. Oh, we've got new workers now, too. Yay. That makes me happy. See if we can dedicate a few more people over to here. And I want to see if the output just gets better from this location if I have multiple workers working on it. My guess is that it does, because we have like a little guy standing right there. And I just want to see what happens to the yield, because if I can fold this place and just not have it, that would be even better. Let's get our worker back from over there. We'll just keep all 3 workers on this side. We'll just kind of keep an eye on our output right now for everything that we have going on. It is the harvesting season. So there's our corn right there. Should be able to harvest that off pretty quickly. We've only got a little bit of time left until the mature crops go through. I think I'll probably replace one of these fishing boats. I think I made a wrong call. I think this fishing boat over here was the most efficient fishing boat. It was the most efficient of the fishy places. And so I'll put that right there. We've got 11 adults now, which gives us a few more people to work these boats as well. But I think we're going to get a really good grip of food from right here. Our farm produced like, what, 200, 300? It's okay. We've got an extra boat, and he can sit over there and do his... Oh, we've been attacked by everybody. That's a considerable enemy force. I'm sort of surprised right now. But at least they chose to fight around the fort. Watching our population numbers for the moment. Hopefully nobody dies. I can only assume that will have a considerable effect upon our population. So we lost 2 peeps in that fight. Were they adults? We lost 1 child and 1 adult. Dude, they attacked us with 2 rockets that time. They're getting a little bit more aggressive. We may have to start thinking about our defense. But before we do that, I think the ultimate goal will probably be... It's got a little bit of energy from right there. That's a bummer, though. Hopefully they get back to breeding. We lost a couple of our kids. Hopefully they were the really, really small kids, like the little babies that were a long way from maturing, and not the ones that were about to be adults. We're going to need a steel mine, though. We need an iron mine pretty badly. I'm going to drop that right there. Iron mine off on that side in our little industrial area. Probably work out perfectly fine. It does ruin a considerable chunk of that island right there. But we can use this for weapons production or something. That'll be like our little R&D area where we make laser guns and fun stuff like that. In our industrial area, how hard is it going to be for me to drop something like this up in here? Yeah, go ahead and make me an armory. We need 25 iron for that, so it's going to be a little while until that gets built. But maybe it'll be okay. Got 3, 4, nobody, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I should have a few free workers to start working on this place, I think. We have no iron, but we have a bunch of steel. So as soon as the iron mine's ready to go, maybe things will get a tad better. We have limited resources on this side, though. So... yeah, give me some more iron miners. I want all my little people to be equipped with weaponry so that they deal a little bit more damage and they can take a little bit more damage before they go down, because we just barely made it through that last fight over there. We were starting to break a little bit. Luckily, the first part of the fight was fought around this right here. I'm kind of wondering if I can fit another fort right here just to protect us from enemy aggression. I can. It's probably a good idea. What's that going to cost me? 25 energy and 25 iron. Okay, well, wait until we've got some iron stacked up, and we will worry about that a little bit later. However, our energy production is way up, so that's good. Some things have taken a little bit of electricity this year, and so we had a total change of +6. We had enough food to make it through the last year, which is great, and we've got more adults over here. So I think it's time for us to finally start mashing out some of these mines and getting them ready to go. I want everything to be at peak efficiency. After we get done with that, the next 3 will be assigned to this coal generator right here. Once the coal generator has a full force of people taking care of it, we'll start thinking about how we want to get ourselves a little bit more goodies in the coming year. I can bulldoze this right here, but I think we lose like half of our resources if I do that. And I think you lose the resources that are inside of a stockpile if you bulldoze it. I don't know that for a fact, but I think that's what happens. So I'd rather not risk it for right now. That biscuit don't have to be risked right now, so leave it alone. Those trees over here don't seem to be regrowing. But our wood supply doesn't seem to be hurting either. Apparently I can create an arbor. They produce wood for your colony. Plan ahead, because it takes several years for a tree to be ready to harvest. We could do that over here. It's plausible. It's plausible and doable, but it does take up a lot of space. We can do it. Why not? We'll have that be our big growing area. It's far enough away from our industrial area anyways that I think we'll be okay. And so inside of our armory, how many workers do I have now? So we'll get that mine all nice and fleshed out. The armory. I don't know what the armory does for me. It looks like we produce weapons and paperwork. Why do we need paperwork for the weapons? Why can't we just produce weapons and not file paperwork on it? It's an honest question. Like, I don't mean anything by it. It's a legitimately honest question. Why do I need that? We also have a workshop over here for iron and wood. That's producing trash. But it is producing iron as well, so that's not too bad. My only assumption is that the iron is being, like, instantaneously brought over here to be made into weapons. I think so. Do people equip the weapons? How do we know if somebody equipped the weapons? Because it says we've produced 2 weapons, but it's not actually on the list of idols. So I'm assuming people are actually equipping the weapons, but I don't know. Oh, there goes the arbor right there. That's pretty cool. And then we're also producing food on that side. Nice. And our population is actually growing at kind of an exorbitant rate. We only have 2 peeps available over there. Those are all ready to go, however. I do want another fort, and I do want another fort really badly. My assumption is that people are equipping the weapons. But all these people are holding nothing. I don't know if they would actually be holding like a little sword or something in their hand if they were ready to fight. I just don't know. Go ahead and give me a couple more peeps working that place right there too, because I see an energy deficit that we're going through right now, and I'm trying to be shockingly overstocked on weapons right now. So we produced 4 weapons. Where do the weapons go? Should I be training someone to use said weapons, or do they automatically use the weapons? So produces weapons which improve the combat efficiency of your peebs. I assume that they're just auto-equipping them. I don't know. Or maybe if we get attacked, they all run back to base and they grab weapons or something. I'm not sure. We're a little low on food. So farming further might be a good idea. How much have you produced? 80? I'm going to stop our population where it is right now. And I'm not going to increase it any further. I'm going to let it just kind of hang out where it's at. We got another worker right there, which is great. We don't have another worker for that one. They are producing paperwork out the asshole, though. Well, it's only done 1 paperwork, actually. We've gotten 5 weapons for the 1 paperwork that it's cost us. I do think we're going to need a little bit more iron, though. Like, we're burning through iron pretty quickly, and I wanted to make a second fort. So maybe I'll make this place inactive for right now. We'll get our workers back. And I'm going to wait for the iron to stack up a bit. And by wait, I mean I'm going to make the foolish decision to put a fort right there, right this second. We need to be defended. That last attack has me a little worried. Last attack was kind of scary. Oh, we're out of food right now. Weak. Super weak, you guys. Alright, we'll put in a couple more fishing places where you can. I don't want people to starve to death. I didn't expect our food to fall off that quickly. The amount of food that we started producing is actually quite terrifying. Assign a few more peebs to work these. I'm just going to watch and see what happens. Like, I don't know if the extra people you're assigning over here are actually making it yield more food. Or if they're just being assigned as haulers. It does look like it's producing pretty fast. but we may need another one. How are we doing over here? 5 energy and a couple of irons been dropped off. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Some people's hunger is getting a little out of control. So we're getting a little... Our ribs are sticking out a little far. But the harvest season is almost here, so I'm hoping we can ride it out. I only have one more peeb available to work over there. Oh, people are dying of starvation, I think. I mean, if nothing else, it'll equalize our population. Yikes, they die quick. It kind of snapped that on you, though, without warning. Like, the population explodes on you, and you have yourself a famine. Yikes. Okay, so we're definitely going to need another farm. Hopefully not too many of the people that are starving to death will be adults. Because if we lose our ability to produce food, it's going to be kind of bad. But we're not writing it out real well right now. Man, expanding food. Okay, so that's something that I got to adjust to. Our population going from 20 up to 40, the food constraints are very, very different between those two. They are quite different. Alright, that's okay. We'll lose a couple peeps for the moment. They're already giving birth to new children. So not even the bystanding threat of being starved to death is stopping them from breeding. I guess when you know you gotta go out, you go out the way that you lived. Breeding profusely, grunting and sweaty-faced. I mean, if you know you're going to die of starvation soon, you might as well get your bang on real fast. You might as well. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen, you know? What I'm really worried is going to happen is that the adults are going to starve and we're going to end up with a population of children. That's what I'm really worried about. Yeah, just bring back food as much as possible. We're just waiting on this corn harvest over here. And then once El Corn Harvest comes in, hopefully that'll give us a little bit of a buffer. But I was kind of worried about this. I saw our food dropping. And, I mean, for next season, we're definitely going to have some food available. This more than likely will not be enough for us to make it through the winter by my admission. I don't think that's going to work. And so next season... I mean, the harvest is good, though. That's the thing. The harvest is really good. And so, like, that's pushing our food back up. But for how long is the question? It'll really be a question of, so if this surpasses the 1,200 we ate this year, we're probably in okay shape. Although, to be honest, consumption will probably be a little bit higher. We got 21 adults. Go ahead and stock out the fishing boats if you can. Oh, never mind. We don't have enough people. Okay. But I think food is going to drop off pretty fast. Like, we just barely surpassed that. And we're still going to have extended periods where we have zero food during the course of this whole thing because consumption is just too high at the moment. I don't know how to stay ahead of this. More farms and better planning, I would guess. So in the case of next year... let's make sure we have lots of farms. We are not going to assign people to these farms just yet. But we are going to prep for the future. Over here on these, disable wood on both these generators. We have more than enough coal right now to just run these entirely off of coal. We only have 2 APEEBs available to work right there. Auto assign's not going to be working for us, unfortunately. Food is on its way down. We just need to make a dent. We just need to make a dent in it. Let's keep the food flowing over there. We've got enough stone. I may be able to pull some iron from here. We're not even into the winter yet, though. That's the part that really worries me. I mean, we are making little positive pushes, but I think our trend is net negative. But I just want to hit equilibrium with our food so that I can start producing houses again and getting us all set up to, like, survive long term. Yeah, our trend is definitely net negative. In fact, it's pretty strongly negative. We're running out of food pretty rapidly. Oof. Okay, well, rather than talking about it, let's do something about it, shall we? Instead of freaking out about it and worrying about our future, make some more fisheries. And then I can pull people off of whatever jobs I need to pull people off of in order to make that work. However, our population is having kind of a coming of age right now. And so that should give us an extra, like, 85 per year. It's not great, but I'm just trying to stem the tide for right now. I don't mind if we have a slightly downward trend. That's cool. That gives us time to adapt and kind of do what we want to do with it. But if we have a strong downward trend, that's what worries me. And so if we start to see this go back up towards 400, I would feel a lot better. I'm just trying to resist the nasty bit of hunger that we have coming for us right now. It looks like we're resisting. Oh, we have enemies. Okay. What's up, enemies? How you oh my god, there are spaceships from everywhere. What do we even do about this many spaceships coming from everywhere? We're losing a lot of peeps right now. Then again, I think they're losing war. Oh my god, no, they're not. We died. Oh my god. See, and I felt like we did a pretty good job of being defensive there. Huh. Well, I guess that's it. I thought we did I had 2 forts, and I thought we did a pretty good job, but they came down like iron lightning and just took us out. Well, damn, RIP Galaxy. I'll see y'all next time. This is Poly Universe. I really like this game. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. This is only my second attempt at playing the game, but my guess is that there's something that I missed. Like, we were producing weapons and whatnot. We had, you know, there's more advanced buildings if we get the foundry, I guess. But I'm not sure what I could have done differently. Maybe just let your population explode. Just having more people to fight the enemy probably would have done it for us. I don't know. I like how we have this giant ruin of our civilization now, and this has become like the new setting for an RPG, like these troll guys. There's like automated defenses over here, and they gotta like sneak into our society to get all of our leftover technology, but the defenses are super deadly and you can kill them like at a moment's notice. That one just got his head blown off. You see what I mean? Like, our defenses are pretty deadly over here. They're pretty deadly. If you wanted to get this game for yourself, look down below. I will see you all next time. Thanks for stopping on in. How you doing? Take care.